Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Microsoft Power Apps, which is part of the Microsoft suites. So recently I've been talking about Microsoft Power Automate, which is slightly different than the Power Apps. So I'm going to explain it to you now. It's actually some of the coolest stuff that I've been working on. I had no idea it really existed. I've heard of it, but until I started playing with it with my job, I didn't really understand how powerful it was. So here is the main layout here, and you can kind of see some stuff I've been working on. But you have home, learn, apps, create, data, flows, chatbox, AI builder, solutions. So basically how you get here is you type in Microsoft Power Apps into Google, you create an account, make sure it's a work account or a school account. And the cool thing that you can do here is you have flows. So we talked about flows in previous videos for Power Automate, but this is Power Apps. So you now can connect an app to your flows. So you can use the app as a trigger for your Power Flows. So here's an app that I created. This is super basic, like don't judge it. I'm gonna make a cool like estimate app, I think, that requests estimates for like if a client needed an estimate for something. I think that'd be really cool to make. So I want to make one on my own that's not work related, but this is something I put together just to kind of show you guys the powerfulness of Power Apps. So we go ahead and what you do is you basically make these screens and then you can connect in data from other apps. So you can connect data from Excel or a CSV or a Microsoft Lists or wherever you want your data to come from. You can import it here and then use it in your app. It is so cool. I'm like very excited to show you guys outside of this when I build my first like real live version. But this is like a decent one. So you create your home screen, maybe some other screens that you want, whatever. So then once you kind of play around with it, it's like Excel where you kind of do like basically a function like something equals, and then here's your function like Excel, so navigate. So when you click this, it will navigate to view customers, which would be your view customers like screen. So not to get too much into detail with the function, I'm just gonna show you how it works here. So you press play, and this app would be embedded into like Microsoft Teams. So you know how you have a Microsoft team for a project? That's where all the companies are leaning towards. You can embed this into your Microsoft Teams application, and then they can just open this up. So you go like this. If you want to add new customer, you can click this button, fill out a form, click validate, and then you can submit it. But you have all these options where you could type in here. You could add a date if you wanted. Anything that you want to do. There's also some back buttons, so if you didn't want me to do that, or you can click here and put see agents. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do. So this is basically for somebody outside of your company or to basically submit something to you. So like think about things that somebody could give you and streamlining that process and then being able to hone in that data and then use that data to do something with it. So that's basically how the app works, but in the background, you can store whatever they input, you can store internally, and then you can send out, connect this to a flow here, so you can use flows. So when they submit this, it could trigger your flow, which basically means that when someone inputs a customer, X, Y, and Z, these 3 people get notified via email, or they add that person to somebody over here and then they link it to their Twitter and then you send them a tweet. Like it's endless possibilities of connections that you can trigger using the apps. So I'll give you some more real world examples on the channel as I kind of keep playing around with it. But all I can think about is just like jobs that I've done previously where I'm like, oh, I would have loved to just give them put this on their Teams channel. They can just submit the form. I can do what I want with the data, streamline things, automate things. So it's very cool. And I did take a class on this and I got certified. So I'll link that below and I'll do a review on that as well. But so far, really freaking cool. And I'm using the automate, not the app part, but the automation part for updating my YouTube channel to videos to Twitter. So kind of some cool stuff that I'm doing with this Microsoft applications stuff, but I will keep posting about it and you will hear a lot more about it. So I hope this helps you guys and gives you some ideas on how to automate some stuff within your company. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.